Your greetings to everybody. You know, I know we are not in normal times and things are going to change quite a lot. But I pray that we don't use Ukraine and Russia as the excuse or the reason for everything happening in this country. COVID became a reason for everything happening under our sun. Okay, but that's not the point. Now, moving forward, I think we need to come to a point where, as a country, we take hold of our economy, take hold of our resources, take hold of our potentials and build our potentials and build ourselves, build our economy to the level where we can be at least, a bit independent. Would we always sit down and wait for things to happen to us? Would we always wait until there is a negative global impact on the world economy? A negative impact on the world economy, and then we are so much affected, we are drowned and we are swallowed up. When are we also going to, you know, reason and or think out of the box, think outside the box, come up with pragmatic measures? How are we going to change our governance system to effect, proper change? Change in attitude, change in our livelihood, change in the way we go about all our endeavors and everything. I think we have come to a point where we need to get serious. Russia, you know, took hold of the economy, and they have been able to drive the economy forward for the past 2 decades. They have been able to extend their gas and crude supply, you know, especially in Eastern Europe. They managed to capture Germany, France, and the other European countries with their gas and crude supply and other resources. And they are they are much more stronger now than before. The Russia we knew yesterday is not the same Russia today. Besides military prowess or military powers, Russia now has something they can fall on. You know, we should not always sit down and wait for things to happen to us. We are, you know, um, captured within the mindset of slavery. We still have this slavery mentality. We still have this low self-esteem. We think so lowly of ourselves. We do not believe that we can change anything about ourselves. We do not believe that we can actually drive our economy forward by ourselves. And so we keep depending and we keep relying on the external world, and we wait. Once there's a problem, there's trouble out there, then it means that automatically Ghana is out of it. I know there's much that we can do. It's not a business of sitting down and waiting for things to happen. Governance is about being proactive. Governance is about pragmatism. Okay, we need to domesticate our resources. Domestication is the way to go. What are we going to do to harness the potentials that we have in the country? What are we going to do to change the way we address our economic issues? Put politics aside, put the party colors aside, put partisanship aside, and look at the country. Let us be more concerned and more, interested in national issues, the national viewpoints to issues other than the partisan viewpoints, which do not help and has never helped and will never help any day. Come tomorrow, partisan politics will never take us anywhere. We'll be where we are. Okay, now fuel price is beginning to bite so hard. Price of goods, services are so high. Everybody and every business is increasing the price. I mean, look, we cannot go on this way. We need to get to a point where we can find, some of the most excellent mechanisms, in the management of economy to cushion our people, to cushion our system. It's not just about ourselves who are there. Those who feel comfortable don't really care about it, and those who are down there are also expecting those at the top to change something about the economy, and it's not happening. Okay, and the fact that there are people who don't really, feel the temperature in the country, so they can actually begin to take measures, make moves to change our attitude or the way we work, the way we address our economy and all that. This rumor about, coup d'etat and blah blah blah, it's as a result of the perception or the impression that there are people who are supposed to do things to change our economy and are not working towards it, but rather are exhibiting lavish lifestyle And it's it generates a lot of hatred and envy unnecessarily. I'm not trying to justify it, but we ought to be wise that when times are hard and you are asking people to tighten their belt, you should also be seen, you know, towing a certain line that makes it reasonable for everyone to acknowledge that you are also ready to sacrifice. If not, whatever you say, the things that you put out there for people to believe will not be taken seriously. Let's guard ourselves, folks.